G'day guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we break down the charts every single week. Now, in today's video, I've actually just gone into a short at the moment. Now, we've had the ETF just been approved just hours ago, and this is massive news for crypto, but I believe this could be a buy of a rumor, sell the news type event. And I'm going to show you exactly why on the charts that the technicals are telling me the exact same picture. So guys, I've just entered into a short trade, and one of the reasons why I've entered into a short is we're actually coming up to one of our probably biggest levels of resistance. So if we actually pull our Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low of our last cycle, we can actually see that we've come up and hit our Fibonacci golden pocket, and we're currently getting rejected. Now guys, this level here, this is my line in the sand level. If we can get above this 48k level, I will be bullish. If we cannot get above this level, guys, I will be expecting a correction. And if we can't get above this level, even with a bullish news of a spot Bitcoin ETF getting approved, I do believe that we are going to be in store for some downside in the short term, guys. And let me show you some more indicators why I believe we could be having a correction in the short term. If we actually have a look at our momentum waves, and let's say on the weekly for now. So the weekly, first things first, massively overbought on the weekly on our momentum waves. But if we actually have a look at our daily chart, we can actually see a bearish divergence where our price action is making higher highs, but our momentum waves are actually making lower lows. Now, this indicates a loss of momentum in the market. And when you get these bearish divergences, especially on timeframes like the daily, when you're coming up to key level of resistance, being probably one of our biggest levels that we need to get above, and you start seeing these signals, this is a massive indicator that the market is likely going to reverse. And as well, guys, if we actually have a look at our oscillator here, we can actually see that the money flow is actually leaving Bitcoin and coming out of the asset and looking like it's wanting to flip into the red on the daily. So this is a massively bearish sign, and this is why I'd be very cautious getting into long trades and why I've actually opened up a short at the moment. So my strategy, I've opened up my short with my stop loss just above these highs here, so that if we do break out to the upside, then it'll stop me out for only a small loss. But if we do see that correction that I am expecting, we could be installed for some massive gains. So even back down to here, that's a 15% move, which is something we could potentially be looking at, or even to around the 37, 36k range. With 10x leverage, that's going to be a massive amount of profit you're going to be able to get. So this is why I am looking for shorts at the moment, and I am going to be holding the shorts to see what happens pretty much. Now, if we have a look at some more indicators here, looking at our Bollinger Bands, we can actually see that we're right at the top of our Bollinger Bands. And typically, whenever we get to the top, we normally get a rejection. Or vice versa, when we're at the bottom of the bands, this is normally when we can expect to move up. And if you actually have a look through history, these indicators are actually very accurate. And being at the top of the Bollinger Bands, this is not a time you want to get into long trades. This is when you want to be looking for a correction, potentially even back down to this mid-range point here. We could see something like this. Probably my biggest level of support, I would have to say, would be this zone here at about 30,000 that we broke above. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to come all the way back down to those levels, but there is a possibility that we could see a big correction back down before we put in our next leg higher. And if we actually have a look, that would actually be around a 30% drop. Now, that's not uncommon for Bitcoin to drop 30% in a bull market. So I would be very cautious at the moment. I am expecting a bit of a correction, or at least a bit of consolidation before we make another leg higher. But guys, that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. Make sure to like that subscribe button. And if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, all my details will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time.